Locog invited Kevin and I to a meeting, and there was a particular person in Locog who thought that we'd make a good team. And as it turns out, his instincts were quite right.
Yes.
And we knew that we had to create a show in Birmingham, and so we spent 3 days walking around the streets of Birmingham looking for the right location. And in that process began talking about what the show could be.
The key image of having the ship in the middle of the city, I mean, we had that right from the start. But the nature of the ship changed, you know. It started off as a kind of an arc, and then, you know, it became a liner.
I thought it actually started off as something, it started off as a reef.
Without the Cultural Olympiad, this project wouldn't have happened. So it's extraordinary because it's allowed us both to realise a vision, the chance to perform on such a scale and to create a work of the type of spectacle and event that really captures the imagination is a wonderful opportunity. And to be part of something which is a cultural celebration that means something to the people that you're performing to, and you're part of a greater thing, is again wonderful.
Making a show of this size, there's always a danger that it just becomes pure spectacle. And there's a great privilege to having an audience of 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people. And the question we've always asked is, how do we make that experience so that there is an intimacy to it and there is a sense of their engagement with it? It's not just, wow, but it's actually there is some sort of transaction between the production and the audience, which I guess ultimately is about acknowledging our humanity. And I suppose in a way, that's what the Olympics are about to me too. There is this sense, that we watch these people do something that is so extraordinary as athletes. But in watching that happen, there is some process of identification that happens where you think, okay, I could never do that, but they're humans. And I think there is an element in sort of the ambition of this production was to do something of such scale and such grandeur, but in a way that goes out to the people. It's about connecting. It's about forming community, and that's what the story's about.
Athletes from around the world are coming to Britain for this moment, and how does that connect both with our own life and experience, and for the people in Birmingham and for the people in London? What's the connection, other than looking at people who appear at first like gods? And then it became this little story about hope, about how these athletes journey here in hope, and for some they're hoping for the gold or the triple gold, and for some they just want to get to the last 96 in judo. Do you know what I mean? And they know that they're going to walk out and be floored, but they don't care because they were in the Olympics, and that's the summation of their dream. And the connection to that was then thinking, well, all of the great cities of the world have been built by people travelling in hope. It's people coming into the city and people coming out and migrating around the world. And what those people travel for, it's the same. Some people travel to change the world and create empires, and other people travel just in the hope that they'll have a home and a better life. And we thought, well, this is our human connection. This is our Olympics for all.
It's a story that is about an experience of going somewhere beyond where you might have gone before, and that's hopefully that the audience take that with them. That they think that they go away and they think, perhaps what I've dreamed about, maybe I can attempt to do that. Maybe I will do that. Maybe I will, go on that journey.